So, you know you want to shoot cars, and I know what you're thinking. How do I pick a camera? I can't help you with that, but what I can help you with is give you some advice on the various different cameras that are out there. Then you can pick from there which one you want to roll with. It's too many to choose from, so if I'm going to tell you one, I'm going to tell you what I would go with, not what you need. Now, chances are you already have the most common phone with you, or common camera with you. It's your phone. If your phone doesn't have a camera, then I think it's time that you need to jump up to the new millennium and get one. There's so many things that you can do with phones these days. They all have the cameras, there's apps, there's things, but we'll go more into that down the track. For now, get your phone. Just go and shoot with it. It's perfect. Why not use it? It's there in your pocket every day. Mine's here. I've already been shooting with it this morning. Now, from there, if you want something with a little bit more control, you can go out and get a point and shoot camera. Generally they're priced to suit a lower budget. You can get a little bit more expensive ones, but they're nice and easy. You can just grab them, go and shoot. You don't have to worry about too much. They're just nice and simple, and they're small, so you can take them everywhere. Perfect for things like street photography, or things where you want to keep a little bit more hidden, rather than carrying around a big bulky DSLR with a massive lens on it that everyone can see and gets scared of and runs away as soon as they see it. Next up, speaking of, we have the entry-level DSLRs. The DSLR stands for something that I'll put down here. Can't remember off the top of my head, but have a look here and that'll tell you what it stands for. While these guys are cheaper than the top level, they still do the job well. My first one was the Canon 1000D, which I don't believe they do anymore. I think they've bumped it up to the 1100D or the 1200, I'm not 100% sure. But that was just for me to get out and start shooting, and I worked well with that with the kit lens for ages. Now they generally have the aps-c size sensor. Basically, another way of describing it is the crop sensor. This means that the field of view is generally 1.6 times smaller than the larger, aka the full frame cameras. I personally don't see any issue with this because I shoot what I see in the viewfinder. If I need the extra, I'll step back and take a shot anyway. So it's really simple. It's not an issue unless you're shooting for billboards and stuff like that. Alright, with that, then we have the full frame cameras. Now, these guys are where the dollars start to fly out of your wallet. Not just for the body, but for the lenses too. Only in certain cases you can still use aps-c size lenses on a full frame camera. Now with a full frame camera, the quality is generally better, but 90% of people probably wouldn't even notice the difference anyway. Especially if you're shooting for Instagram and social media. With the screen sizes, people aren't going to tell the difference. If you're shooting commercially, different story, you probably want to jump up to a full frame camera just for that quality, for the print quality. You'll need it, and the higher resolution. But if you were doing that, you probably wouldn't be watching my video anyway, because you'd already know what you're doing. So with the recent advances in cameras these days, the ones that are in fashion, I guess you could probably say, are the mirrorless. Now, basically what that means is they don't have the mirror inside that flips up and catches the footage or the image. It just shoots straight to digital, which means they can be lighter and smaller, which makes it perfect for anyone who wants to get out and shoot car events. It makes it easier. Street photography, pretty much anything really, weddings, whatever. So that way you're not carrying around a bulky camera. The lenses, of course, are still going to be big and heavy, and some of them even come with adapters so you can use other brand lenses. Like the Sony comes with an adapter, so you can use your Canon lenses still, which is handy because I'm actually thinking of getting rid of my 1000D and looking at getting maybe a Sony A7, even though I am a Canon man. You do fork out the dollars for those, but being smaller and lighter, more portable, carrying around a 70D all the time, I can really work with that. I think that's a great idea. So now that should give you a bit more of an idea about which camera you would like to use. My advice, start with what you can afford. Honestly, don't go out and buy a full frame camera straight off the bat. You know, like a 5DS Mark III or whatever it's called. You're just wasting your time. It's going to take you forever to learn it. You're not going to be happy with going out and shooting. Just grab your phone, go to the car meets, go walk down the street, anything you see, just shoot it, get practice. I'll tell you more about why I want you to just get out and shoot in my next video. So stay tuned for that. I'll pop in a link for my other video up here, and feel free to like, subscribe down here also, and keep an eye out for my next video. Peace.